So I figured out this is gonna be my new angle, I think. I don't know, it's just more comfortable for me, and I think that you guys notice, and maybe, like, I don't know, I just want it to be comfortable and cozy and kind of chill. I don't want it to look like it's too much trouble for me to film. So this is gonna be my new angle. I'm comfortable sitting on my super cozy carpet, so hope you guys don't mind. This video is going to be my graphic novel slash manga collection. I have a few. I don't have a huge collection. It's been a while since I've read graphic novels or manga. Sometimes, you know, you're in the mood for it, sometimes you're not, and it's been a while since I've read something like this, and I haven't read all of these. I'm gonna tell you guys and show you guys, but I read a lot of the ones I own, but not everyone. So I have a mix of mangas, graphic novels, and a lot of these are popular ones, so you've probably heard of them or even read them. And yeah, if you do have any recommendations for manga or graphic novels that I should read, please let me know, because you know, sometimes you're in the mood and you want to buy more. So yeah, but let's get started. The first one is the graphic novel, and is Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. So I have read this. I know that this one is super popular. It has a lot of volumes. I read this. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't really for me, so I never ended up buying other volumes. Might one day give it another chance, but I didn't enjoy this. I'm having a hard time telling you what it's about because I honestly don't really know, which is not for me. But let me actually read the back for you guys. Saga is the sweeping tale of one young family fighting to find their place in the universe. When two soldiers from opposite sides of a never-ending galactic war fall in love, they risk everything to bring a fragile new life into a dangerous old world. Fantasy and science fiction are wed like never before in the first volume of this sexy, subversive, ongoing epic. So yeah, it's definitely fantasy and science fiction mix in this, and it's very mature, so I'd also say that maybe not to read this if you're too young. Be aware. I did think that the artist did a really cool job, which is why I bought it in the first place. I just saw pictures of it and I thought it was really cool and beautiful done. I mean, but the story wasn't really for me. I think it was a little bit too weird and maybe too science fiction for my style. But I might pick this up again and give it another chance because it's been a while, and you know, I've grown older, more mature. Maybe I will actually enjoy it this time. I know it's very popular, so you might enjoy it, so give it a chance if you're into war, kind of science fiction, fantasy, boom kind of style. Yeah. The next one is also a graphic novel, and it is Moonstruck Volume 1. I do believe there's more volumes. This one is called Magic to Brew, and it's by Grace Ellis and Shay Bagel. Sorry if I can't really read it, but this is one of my favorites of all times. I can't believe I still haven't picked up the other volumes because I believe there's more out there. I think I've heard people talk about it. So it's a cute story about this town, village, where different creatures live and you get to follow them, and I would say it's perfect for fall. I'm thinking of reading this fall. I love it so much. And the style, let's not talk about it. It's so freaking cute and adorable, beautiful. I can't even tell you guys. Such a cozy story, and I can't recommend these enough. Perfect for the fall season in my opinion. And if you're like me and you like, you know, different creatures in a small village town and cozy feelings, definitely pick this up. I definitely recommend. The next book I'm going to show is a manga that's very popular, and I can't believe that I haven't picked it up. I think it's because I haven't been in a manga mood, but when I am, definitely gonna pick this up because I really want to read this series. That is Dream and Sun. This is volume 1. I believe there is so many volumes, so definitely want to collect them all if I enjoy it, but I haven't read it. I know I picked it up once, but I was not in the mood for manga as well, as I told you, and I feel like I really need to be in a special mood to read manga, and I haven't been in a while, unfortunately. So but yeah, I definitely want to pick it up when I'm in the mood. This is by Ishigu Takano, and let me read the back because I don't know what it's about a whole lot. A heartfelt comedy from the creator of Orange. Kamiko Shimana feels out of place in her own home. Her mother is dead, and her father and stepmom only seem to care about Shimana's 6-month-old baby brother. When Shimana decides to skip school and runs away to a nearby park, she stumbles upon a mysterious man in kimono. The stranger, Fujiwara Taiga, offers Shimana a place to stay, on 3 conditions. The first condition is that Shimana must tell him why she ran away from home. The second is that she must retrieve his missing house key. The third condition is to have a dream and fall in love. Shimano's never been in love or had a dream of her own before, but to secure her own apartment, she's willing to try. Oh, that sounds so cool. And you know, it's relatively short, probably a really quick read, and kind of dangerous because if you really like it, you're gonna want to buy all the other volumes, and I think there's so many volumes. So, and manga has a tendency to be pretty expensive, I think, at least the stores that I buy the books at. But I really want to read this, and I'll definitely vlog my experience because I feel like I want to, and I really want to get in that manga mood again because it's been a while. The next books I'm going to show is a manga series that I love. It's my favorite manga, which doesn't say a lot because I haven't read a lot of manga, but trust me, this is so good. Beautiful. I've cried, I've smiled, I have been mind blown of this series, and I definitely need to reread it soon because I think I read it spring last or 2 years. I don't really know, but I love it so much. And that is, of course, Orange by Ishako Takano, the same artist and author that wrote Dreaming Sun. So the same author. This is very popular, and I think you've all seen this. I feel like everyone has read it and loved it. This is volume 1. I have volume 2 here, and I also have this one, like a future story, I guess, a little bit smaller. But this is a really cool story about this girl who gets a letter. So she receives a letter from herself 10 years in the future, and at first, you know, she thinks it's a prank, you know, who would do this, and doesn't really care too much about it, but it's real. It's from her 10 years in the future, and in the letter it says things like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is what you're gonna do about it, this is what you're gonna do to prevent this to happen. And when those things starts to happen, she realizes that, okay, the letter is real, I need to do something about it. And super emotional, I would say, story about how you can prevent things from happening. I just mind blown about this story, and I need to reread it soon because it's been a while, but such a cool story. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you were looking for a good manga to start with too. I think this was my first manga that I've read, and definitely a good start because I feel like it's very easy to read, easy to follow. I fully reviewed this book and so good. I definitely recommend this. The next 2 books is 2 volumes of a manga series that I definitely want to buy more volumes on, and that is Sailor Moon. I have volume 1 and volume 2. So I believe that this was, I don't know if the manga came first or the TV show came first. I haven't seen the TV show. I'm pretty sure there's a TV show, but I think I'm too young for it. I think it aired like long before my time, like watching television kids shows, I believe. And I'm not sure if the manga came first or the TV show, but I know like a lot of people love the TV show. And it's basically about this girl who's living an ordinary life with her cat. You get to follow her and her cat, and she's kind of turning into this superhero kind of thing, Sailor Moon. And it's a really cool, action-packed story. I would say not as cute, fluffy, and heartfelt maybe as the other one manga that I showed you, but it's kind of like a super cool, badass manga if you're into that superhero kind of deal. And I believe this also has a lot of volumes, and I've only read, I think I read both of these, yeah, but it's been a while, and I really enjoyed it. But I haven't been in a manga mood in a while, which is why I haven't picked up more volumes, but definitely want to when I'm in the mood again, because a super cool badass female manga story, which I definitely recommend. The next book is Kikis Delivery Service volume 1, and if you don't know what this is and if you haven't read this, please do. I've also watched a little bit of the TV show. I love it so much. This is a cute story about Kiki, who just turned 13, which means that, you know, she's becoming a witch and she has to move away from her nest, from her home, a year to learn how to become a full-grown witch. So she and her cats take off on her broom and gonna explore the world to become a real witch, and you follow her, and it's just this magical, beautiful story. I know it's very popular, and I know a lot of people have read the whole thing. I've only read the first one. I want to get the others because it's such a comfort series to me. If you want all the cozy vibes, definitely read this. I can't tell you what this makes me feel. Sometimes, you know, when I feel anxious or, you know, sad, I put it on Netflix and it just gives me all the cozy comfort vibes. And the artist is just beautiful style. It's all in color as well, which is super cool. definitely recommend this if you haven't yet read it. It's so amazing. The next book is Death Note, the Black Edition, and I think this is volume 1 and 2, and this has super cool back edges, and it just, I honestly bought it for the aesthetic. It's so freaking cool. And I haven't read it yet. I haven't picked it up. I'm going to, I promise. But this is about a guy who finds a death note which was left behind by a death god, and so every name that is written in that book dies, and you know, he's kind of, I think, trying to like fight the evil and make good. That's what I'm thinking it's about. It's what I've heard, and it's so cool. And I think I'm gonna read this fall and winter because I feel like it gives the dark vibes. So it's not really a book that I would want to pick up in the summer. I'm feeling more towards fall and winter, but a super cool book. I know it has a lot of volumes more, so I definitely want to read this so I can pick up the other ones. And I think it's going to be a cool, interesting, maybe even like scary, thrilling story. I don't really know, but I think, and I'm super excited about it. The next book is a graphic novel that is so adorable, and it means the world to me. I love it, and I read it every fall. It is pumpkin heads. Look at this cover. Look at it. Doesn't it give you all the fall vibes? And here we follow one guy and one girl who all through high school they have been working at this pumpkin patch every Halloween together, and now they are seniors, so this is going to be their last Halloween together working at the pumpkin patch. So, you know, kind of nostalgic, sad about that. So, you know, they're trying to make the most of it, out of it, and making an adventure out of it, and it's so cute and adorable, and the writing and the artist, so nice. It's all in color here as well. So definitely, if you're looking for a graphic novel to pick up this fall, please read this. It's so gorgeous, and all the fall vibes, and great story about friendship and how things that comes to an end can be beautiful, not only sad. So definitely recommend this. The next book is a beautiful graphic novel that I actually picked up, but I put it down again because I just wasn't in the mood. But it's one of the most beautifuls that I own, and that is Grimoire Noir. Look at this cover. It's hardback, and the pictures, I'm not even gonna, so beautiful. And it seems to be like kind of a witchy, spooky, scary story. I don't know because I haven't read it, but let me actually read the back. His best friend left him to hang out with way cooler friends. His dad is the town sheriff, and wait for it, he lives in Blackwell, a town where all the girls are witches. But when his little sister is kidnapped because of her extraordinary power, Bucky has to get out of his own head and go on a strange journey to investigate the small town that gives him so much grief. In the process, he uncovers the town's painful history and a conspiracy that will change it forever. Beautiful, spooky, and utterly enchanting, Grimoire Noir is a magical story of coming to terms with your own flaws and working past them to protect those dear to you. Yeah. This also seems like a story to read in the fall winter because it's beautiful and spooky and chilling, I believe. So maybe I'll pick this up actually this fall and winter, because I definitely need to read it because it's so freaking beautiful, and I can't believe that I haven't read it yet. The next book is Bloom, which is a beautiful graphic novel. Look at this cover, and even the pictures are like blue styled, so the entire book is like blue styled, kind of Twilight, the first movie, that kind of bluish vibe. But in here we follow Ari. It's been a while since I read it. I have read it and I loved it. But we follow Ari, who I believe his family has like a bakery business, and you know, he's kind of forced into helping them because it's a family business. And when he graduates, all he wants to do is move away to a bigger city, start his own life with his own dreams, until he meets Hector, who loves baking and is happy to help his family bake in the business. And something kind of goes between Ari and Hector. It's just a really cute story about these two guys who fall for each other, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a cute, honestly, summery and spring read. I think I read it in the summer first time, and it's perfect vibe for that. I loved it so much, and I would love for it to have a sequel. I don't know if it has, I'm gonna look it up, but I would love for it to have more books because it's so beautiful and cute. The next graphic novel is a series, and that is Heartstopper, of course. I know there's one missing. I still haven't bought the 4th volume. I know, I can't believe it either. I've had it on my wish list forever, since it got out. I just haven't bought it. I just haven't gotten to the point where I've just like purchased. I don't know why. I can't believe it either. I'm sorry. I know people loved it and I can't wait to read it, but I haven't. I don't even have it. I'm sorry. This is a beautiful, cute, and like heartful story about Nick and Charlie who falls for each other, and also Nick is struggling with an eating disorder, so definitely a trigger warning for that. So it's not all cute and fluffy, it's also handling mental illness, and I love how it portrays like the seriousness of it and doesn't really glamorize it, which a lot of books can do, and movies too. So such a beautiful story, and I can't wait to read the fourth novel. I've heard only great things about it, and I don't know if it's going to be more volumes. I hope so, because this is a story that I love, and I definitely recommend if you haven't yet picked it up. I would say it's a very easy graphic novel to follow. The text and pictures is kind of big. I would say it's bigger than the average graphic novel, at least in my opinion, and the ones that I've read. So definitely very easy to follow, and if you're just starting out with graphic novels, I will definitely recommend this series. Yeah, it's really good. The last couple of graphic novels I'm gonna show you is these ones, which is Twilight graphic novels. I tell you guys, when I found out that these existed, I immediately bought these. I haven't gotten the rest because I think I haven't found them at the bookstores that I'm usually buying books from, and the Swedish Amazon and the other bookstores. I haven't really found them, they've been out of stock, but I definitely want to collect them some point in the future, because if you know me, you know that I love Twilight with all of my heart. It's always and forever gonna have a special place in my heart, and it's a series that got me into reading when I was very, very young, and I'm always gonna be so thankful, and this story is always gonna mean a lot to me. So I have Twilight, which is like a two-part, look at this, a two-part, so this is like the first part and second part, and they're gorgeous. And then I have the first part of New Moon, and these are adorable. You have a dust jacket, and underneath it's black, and the style is really, really cool, and it's so cool how they have portrayed the people, and I love them so much, and I'm so glad that I have them in my collection, and I can't wait to have a full collection someday, because Twilight, you guys, Twilight. So yeah, I'm very happy to have these and own these, and if you're as a big Twilight fan as me, definitely go buy these. It's so cool to be able to read the story through a different, like at a different way, because here you have pictures and you have illustrations. That's pretty, really cool, and it's so cool. It's kind of like you're reading the story in a new way, you know what I mean? Just like when you're reading an illustrated version of something that you love. It's really, really cool. So if you're a Twilight fan, definitely pick these ones up. It's really, really amazing, and I don't regret these purchases at all. I love them so much. But yeah, that was it for my graphic novel slash manga collection. Not a great one, but I'm really liking it, and it's growing. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.